Yo MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 23 Road to MotoGP. We're heading for Losail, Qatar to try to finish the job. We have a lead of 59 points against Vinales. So this could be the knockout punch we need against Vinales to claim the MotoGP championship. If my calculations are right, Vinales can't lose more than 3 points to us, which means if we finish in first, he will have to finish in second, or else we will claim the MotoGP World Champion prize. Yeah, so we have an objective for the sprint race and the main race. I think I'll have to beat Vinales. I'm not sure if I watch it, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is I finish in front of Vinales. See you back at the qualifying results.
Let's take a look at the final standings in the second MotoGP qualifying session. That's the end of our broadcast. We look forward to seeing you for the race.
So pole position for the main race. Vinales starting from P3. Let's head out for the sprint. We have Pecco Bagnaia between Vinales and me, starting from P2 on the first row. This could be a great opportunity to claim our MotoGP championship. We have some steady nerves, the hype is on, and we are ready for the sprint race. We have 10 red lights, we rev the red engine up, and we hope for a good start, and we are on the way. And Bagnaia has an excellent start, as Vinales has as well. And right now we are taking the inside line of Vinales, who bumps right into us. But now we are in front of him. And we are right behind Bagnaia. Vinales dropped down to the 4th position. And if it stays like this, the gap will be 62 points, which means it's not enough for us to claim the MotoGP championship, the Riders Championship, I must say. But if I won't do it in the sprint race, we will definitely do it in the main race, for as long as we score some points. The pressure is on Vinales and not on us, as we can ride freely, and Vinales has to score a lot. So sun is very annoying in the sprint race. It's hanging low on the horizon, and it blocks off my view on some corners. We have Bagnaia in front of us, who is riding very strong. Oh, we go wide as we went in too hot. But we still hang on to P2. And Vinales still on P4. Sure if Espargaro will let him through. Espargaro is battling Bagnaia in the standings for the 3rd position. So maybe that's the advantage we need, as Espargaro needs the points to hang on P3 in the Riders Championship. But Bagnaia is doing an excellent job here. He's defending like crazy, and his pace is good. He just made a slight little error, almost lost the back end, but we couldn't make a move on him. but we are pushing all the way. We are lurking from the dark behind Bagnaia, waiting for him to make a mistake and take over the lead of the sprint race. So we go wide again. Turn 13, a very easily, where you can easily go wide. Turn 12, 13 and 14. 15 as well. And turn 16 is another turn where I'm struggling with. Spargro is coming closer, so I have to watch out for him. Slowly heading towards the final lap. Can we make a move over here in turn 6? No. But we are putting a lot of pressure on Bagnaia. Will he make an error? As he is holding us up. We need to pass him. Can we make a move in turn 9? It's a brilliant move. Can we make it stick in turn 10? Oh, there comes Bagnaia back again. Forces himself through our inside line. Now in turn 12 we take the inside line. It's a very daring move. And we have the lead of the race, which means if it stays like this, we will score enough points to become the MotoGP World Champion. But the race is far from over, as we are in the penultimate lap, heading towards the final lap. And remember, Vinales may not lose more than 3 points to us in the rider standings, or else he will become the world champion. We are unleashed from Bagnaia. And look at the gap. The gap is building up. Bagnaia was definitely holding us up. And then we are free to set our own race pace. We are coming around the final corners, and as of now Vinales is in P4, which will mean he will lose too much points to us. It has been a season of ups and downs. A season of falling, fighting and overcoming. A season of not giving up and fighting till the end. As we will head towards the finish line for the last time in this sprint race, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the new MotoGP World Champion.
The riders enjoy a well-deserved lap of honour. Let's take a look at the final results of this race.
And there you have it. Vinales finishing in P4, which means he lost more than 3 points to us, and you are looking at the new MotoGP World Champion, as the gap is 65 points, and the maximum amount of points Vinales still can score is 62. Not sure why we didn't get an achievement from Xbox. Maybe the calculations are not right. No, my calculations are right. You can score 25 points in this race, 25 points in Valencia, and 12 points in the sprint race of Valencia, which means it will come down to 62 points. Vinales still can score. So not sure why I didn't receive any notification. But we are the MotoGP World Champion. And I'm very glad. This is my very first time I win a MotoGP World Championship. I did it in the Moto 3, I did it in the Moto 2, but never did it in the MotoGP as I didn't progress enough in the seasons. Let's head out for the main race.
Lap complete. It's important to have warmed up the tyres or they could have problems on turns 2 and 6. All eyes on the lights now. Everything's ready for the start of the Qatar Grand Prix.
So we have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up and we will start our first main race as the new MotoGP World Champion. And Bagnaia is off like a rocket ship. And Viñales is also moving alongside with him. We push Bagnaia, Bastianini wide. And we take the inside line on Viñales. A beautiful executed move. And now we are in P2, right behind Bagnaia again. Putting pressure on him. Because we also want the race win here in Qatar. As we want to finish this weekend in style. Must have been a big mental blow for Viñales. As we claimed the MotoGP World Championship in the sprint race. So, what will Viñales do? Oh, as we make a brilliant move on Bagnaia. We leave some room in turn 10. Oh, can we close it down? No. Yes, the inside line. It was the same move we did in the sprint race. Oh. And now we try to execute the same move we also did in the sprint race, but Bagnaia comes right back. Can we break him in turn 14? And we are leading the main race. But Bagnaia is still there. There it comes again in turn 16. Greatly done by the Italian Ducati rider. And look at the speed of the Ducati. We're using his slipstream. Hard braking for turn 1. Keeping him on the outside line. Making sure I don't go too wide. But we went a bit of wide and now he is back. These are some great battles here in Qatar. We had a great battle in the sprint race. And it seems like we will also get some great battles here in the main race with Bagnaia, who is riding very good. Take the inside line in turn 5. And we head over to turn 6. We have Bagnaia on the inside. He has the better line and he let him through. Because of the fight with Bagnaia, Viñales is coming back around. Gonna make a move in turn 13. We will try. Now we want to make a move in turn 14. We have the inside line and we take the lead back from Bagnaia. To be careful in turn 15. And now turn 16. Is our weakest part of the track. As you can see, Bagnaia just overtook us as we went wide. But now we can make use of the slipstream and a much higher speed. As we will go into turn 1 again. Starting lap number 3 of the 8 laps we have to do in total. So it means we have a remaining of 6 laps, including this one. Is this the moment where we will create a gap with Bagnaia? It seems like it. We are pulling away. Gap is 6 tenths at the moment, almost 7 tenths. And now it went up to, I wanted to say 9 tenths, but it's still back at 5 tenths. But we are slowly pulling away from Bagnaia. Now I have to make sure not to make any error. Stay on the bike, keeping my race pace. The gap is a full second as we head towards the start-finish line to start our 4th lap. And it seems like we have this race in the pocket as the gap is increasing and increasing. So coming out of the final corner here in the final lap, and we had a steady gap with Bagnaia of 1.3 or 2 seconds. We will crush the finish line and we will win the race of Qatar.
Let's take a look at the final classification of the MotoGP race before the traditional podium ceremony.
There you had the achievement of winning the MotoGP World Championship. Not sure why it's coming just now, as we already won the MotoGP World Championship in the sprint race. So I'm not sure why it's coming after the main race. But nevertheless, we won the main race as we won the sprint race, and we will head towards Valencia as the freshly new MotoGP World Champion, which will mean I will need to create a new helmet, a golden helmet. But I will show you in the next episode.
Team members of the top 3 riders are gathering under the podium after today's superb show. They can finally let off some steam and celebrate.
So that was Qatar. We will head towards the final race of the season, which is Valencia. It will also be my final race in the MotoGP 23 game, as we will head over to MotoGP 24, where I will start in the Moto3, start from scratch. Did a few races in MotoGP 24, but didn't do enough to become as good as I am in MotoGP 23. We have a new challenge for the final race in Valencia. I think Viñales wants to win the race over there, win the sprint race and win the main race, because it's his home Grand Prix and we want to finish the season in style. So I will fight for the win, not having any mercy with Viñales. It was a fun battle for the championship with Viñales. He did a great job on the Aprilia. the Aprilia, which are looking very strong this season. It's a pity we will move to MotoGP 24. I wanted to see how the Aprilias will do in the next season in MotoGP 23, and I wanted to make my move to Yamaha, but that goal will be set for MotoGP 24, as I will once I will head into the MotoGP class, I want to head over to Yamaha to make them great again. In the Moto2, the championship is not decided yet, and if you look at that, Sonta van der Goorberg, our fellow Dutchman, is in the race for the championship. He's trailing by 17 points, so it's a tough one, but he can become world champion in the Moto2, but it will be a very tough one. In the Moto3, it's all but decided, as Masia has a lead over Watley with just 3 points, so very thrilling over there as well. Not sure if we'll be able to see the final standings, but that will be for next episode. I want to thank you for watching. See you next time for the final race in Valencia.